Marcy, can you wave? Hello, everybody. Hello, happy Sunday. Happy last day of the Daily Antidote of Songs Next Generation Week, but not the last day of the Daily Antidote of Song by any means. We are so glad you've joined us today to sing one last time in our Next Generations Week. We're going to be running another one this summer and can't wait to have you back again for that. And welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. Welcome to everybody out there on Facebook Live. We're glad you're here today. And thank you and hello to everybody in the room today. Aaron Geyer running the tech, Anna Alter, my partner in crime this week, Fabrizio Cammarata coming in from Italy. Hello, nice to have you here. We're so glad you're singing with us today. Becky in Vancouver, Dan in Virginia, Deborah in Kentucky, Trish, hello, nice to see you. Susan in Ohio, Susan in Idaho. Susan in Idaho is back. Everybody say hello to Susan. We haven't seen her in a long time. Hello to Kate in Charlottesville and Kate's left-hand guy. Hello, nice to see you. Hello to Delhi, glad to have you with us today in Maryland, Carol in Connecticut, Kevin in New Hampshire, Kim coming in from BC, and that is Kim from the Ubuntu Choirs Network. Hello, Kathleen in Albuquerque, great to have you today. Doug in Vermont, glad to have you back again. Nicola coming in from the UK, hello, we're glad you're here. Bonnie in Idaho, hello, Steve in Baltimore. Well, hello, Steve Sealing in Baltimore. Sheila in Florida, Nancy hiding behind her Irish cow in Washington State. Lisa at the beach, hold it now. Everybody look at Lisa's square and just have a moment of envy, and then we'll move on. Lisa from Indiana, clearly not in Indiana at this particular moment. Jamie in Victoria, nice to have you today. Hello to Susan in Seattle. Hello to, let me see where we are. Hello to Beth, nice to have you back again today. Hello to Annette in California, Kathy in Virginia, and Karen in Oregon, and Sarah in Texas, Carolyn in Idaho, Caroline in Maryland, and to folks off video today, hello to Sid and Mommy in New Jersey, and Barbara and Joni, Cricket, and let's see, Hindi, and Fred and Jane, and lots of other folks still popping in the room. Peter and Janet in Toronto, hello, glad to see you both. And I am really glad we're all here today to sing on this last day of our fabulous Next Generations Week. It's been a great week. We have enjoyed singing with folks all the way from age 15, which was yesterday, to 39 or 40, I don't actually remember, which was Sam Amadon on Monday. Completely amazing week. It was great to partner with Some Alternative Roots putting this week together. I'm going to turn it over to my fabulous co-host, Anna Alter. So glad you're here. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hi, everybody. Happy day 7 of our wonderful Next Generations Week. And also one more hi to Susan from Idaho, who is in Ohio, who is my aunt. Hi, Susan. I'm just going to jump right into it because I'm really excited for what we're going to experience. Fabrizio Cammarata is here today. He is currently in his hometown, Palermo, Sicily, and I'm pretty sure is quite beloved to this whole Daily Antidote of Song community. So it's extra special that he's back. He is a singer, guitarist, songwriter, among many other titles, with 6 albums, including an album called Lights that came out in 2019, a year before pandemic times. And as I've been listening to his music, I have been trying to come up with the most illustrative, poetic way to describe what he creates. And here's the line that I created. The way that I experience his music is that I feel like he's a creative explorer that adventures into different mediums of art to examine the complexities of human emotions and the elements that connect us. And so I'm just very excited that he's here to be in our community, be part of our community. Welcome, Fabrizio.
Hey, thank you for your kind words. I mean, I'm gonna take note of that. I'm gonna use them for the next press. Yeah.
Well, welcome. We're really excited to sing with you.
Me too. Me too. It's been a long time since the last time, so I hope everybody's doing well.
Now that you're here, I'm sure. Shall we jump into learning some music?
Yeah. So for today, I've chosen a very, very old traditional song. It's called I Had a Good Father and Mother. And the chorus is very simple because it's a wordless chorus. It's just the vocalizing. And it goes like this. Or you might want to sing it one octave higher. All right, and I'm gonna cue you to the chorus through the song. I used to have a real good mother and a father, and they certainly stood the test. Now they're in blind glory, and I know their souls at rest. They laid a good example for me. They taught me how to pray. Now I'm truly converted, and I'm walking in the narrow way. Sing along now. I'm so glad salvation is free. It is free for you and me. Now if we could only live with Jesus, how happy we would be. I know this whole round world does not love me nohow, and it's on account of sin. But I'm so thankful God is able to give me many friends. Here we go now. One more time.
Fabri, thank you so much. That was incredibly beautiful and feels like the just right song for a Sunday of reflection. And It also feels particularly poignant, as here in the US, we are starting to come out of much of the virus difficulty and starting to feel a sense of going back to normal life, and grappling very much with the notion that here in the US, our 12 to 15-year-olds are getting vaccinated, but in other countries, they are not able to get vaccines even for the elderly population and the most at risk. And in light of an article that I saw, I think 2 days ago in the Washington Post, two young women of Indian descent whose parents in India died 9 days apart, and they were here trying to get medical care for them there. And the notion that someone's mother and father is gone is hitting very much for me right now as we think about all of these people right now. And of course, they're saying that the numbers are probably drastically low right now, what we're seeing, which is, it's an unfathomable set of numbers. It's been an unfathomable set of numbers all along. And I'm feeling a little bit like we haven't actually paused as a room in a while on the notion of the pandemic, maybe getting a little bit caught up in some of the ways it feels better for us. So I'm gonna ask if we can just take a moment of silence, directed at the folks in India, directed at the folks who can't get the vaccine, directed at our own nation for our complicity in some of this. And so I would like to just ask for a moment of silence, please, everyone.
It is a record.
The moment of silence broken by the beautiful voice of a child, and the reminder that there is a lot of hope in the world, even while we struggle with the sadness. Thank you for joining me in that moment. So Fabri, yeah, the state of the world, the author of the song, singer of the song, what can you tell us a little bit about where you are and why you chose that?
I chose that because what you just said, like I can imagine that there's a lot of people who have lost their beloved ones in the past months, and we're slowly coming out of it, thank God. And but yeah, I find gospel music is so comforting in a way, like it helps a lot to alleviate the pain. And this is a very, very old song. It's from 1921, written by Washington Phillips, who was a preacher in Texas, a very, very poor man who just had, the love of God, the love of the music, for the music. And I believe it doesn't really matter how much of a believer you are when it comes to gospel music, because like I said, it's very powerful. And nonetheless, it's just, that's what it probably is for, just to alleviate the pain and to hope for more hope. And this is one of my favorite songs of all time, actually. I used to think to sing this song even at my gigs, and people loved it because there's something to this gospel traditional that that's so special and so unique and powerful, like I said.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Fabri. So we all come from different spiritual or religious traditions. I was raised Catholic, and Sunday still feels, no matter which pieces I've taken with me or which pieces I have not, Sunday still feels like a day of rest, or an important day for reflection, a day for music, a day for family. And maybe it's because of my being raised Catholic. Maybe it's just because it's the day before the next week begins, and it's a good day to pause and reflect. And I know we have seen a lot of folks in the room with an agreement. It feels good to have Jubilee voices in the room on a Sunday. There's something just special and feels a little sacred about taking a pause on a Sunday. And so Fabri, I want to thank you again for bringing us what felt like the just right song for today on so many levels. Thank you for being so thoughtful in your choice.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
I'm going to turn the floor over to Anna, who I think is going to chat with you a little bit more about some other aspects of the universe and all that it entails. Anna, thank you.
Yay. Oh, that was really beautiful. Someone in the chat, I think it was Kathy asked, do you ever sing that song in Italian?
This one song,
Mhm.
I don't think there exists like an Italian version of that, but that would be a good idea. Actually, I might work on it. Why not? I've done that in the past with other songs, so why not?
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I know that you are someone who likes to learn to explore the folk traditions, folk music traditions. And I was wondering how that came to be. Was that something, is that a world that you were in when you were younger? How did you find that space and how do you continue to explore it?
I don't know. It felt like a calling uh, somewhere when I was maybe 10 or 11, when I first heard, some recordings from Bob Dylan, and then I digged into it, and I, I learned a little bit of English so that I could understand what these people were saying. But even when I wasn't speaking English, when I wasn't able to speak English, it felt it felt powerful. It felt like it had something so strong that I could not, ignore it, and it felt kind of mine. And I think this is something that only traditional music has. I mean, I love pop music, I love rock, I love, you know, I am myself a pop artist, but I think that the heritage that we have in music with this traditional songs from all over the world. I'm very much interested in like music from all over, like even South America, Latin America, India, and Africa. I can always find a piece of myself like everywhere, and that's very important for us to understand that we are one.
Oh, what a beautiful answer. I think that really relates to this space in general, daily antidoters and beyond. That that is what this space is. It's a reminder that we are all one. We're all here to share experiences, and especially in this era, this strange era, we're all um, con- trying to find the connections, the things that keep us close. And I definitely feel that with folk music in particular. How have you been spending your pandemic times?
I mean, I can't complain because I live in Palermo, Sicily, which is a beautiful place, and we have like a summerish kind of weather, maybe 8 months in a year, so it's okay. And yeah, I'm missing touring a lot because I was used to travel a lot, like not spending more than 2 weeks at home, in a row.
Wow.
Whereas right now I've been at home for 15 months or something like that, and I can feel it, and literally, I feel a little bit caged now, but I can't wait for the world to start over again, and but there are more important things to solve right now than me touring, of course. So the most important thing right now is that everybody gets their vaccines, and then we come out of this as soon as possible, and then it will be like a huge celebration and dance all together with no masks, and just coming back to normal.
Yeah. Are you working on any music-y things?
I am actually writing some new songs right now. I'm planning to record them maybe after summer. Probably it, that would be released maybe somewhere around March, April next year.
Mm,
But I hope I can go around touring a little bit before that, of course. Uh, yeah.
wonderful. Well, I know that we all want to hear more Fabrizio singing. But right before that, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for this really cool week. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank Joe and Carpe Diem Arts for making this happen. She's just the coolest. There's lots to learn from her, and I'm really enjoying our friendship. And I want to say thank you to Erin and Katie for doing tech all week. And then there were a couple days when I was attempting to do it, and I was like, this is not an easy task. So I really, really thank you so much for that. And I want to thank this whole space, all of you daily antidoters, because I'm just one of you. I've been coming here since the fall, and the reason that I'm here is because of my Aunt Susan, who's in a little box with my grandmother Mary and my uncle Christian, and my mom's here too. And oh, and their pups, their puppies visiting too. And the only reason I'm here is because Susan kept sending emails about it. And I'm just really glad to be in this space and to learn to create more with all of you. It's really powerful and meaningful. Also, I'll just add some links in case anybody wants to sign up for the newsletter. Some of you have already, which is really cool. And I also I added a link at the very bottom with links to all of the artists from this past week, with links to buy music from them and explore their website. So please explore that. Thanks so much. And now more singing. Fabrizio, can we sing some more with you?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna repeat like a couple verses with you guys, and we can sing that chorus. I used to have a real good mother and a father, and they certainly stood the test. Now they're in bright glory, and I know their souls at rest. Sing with me now. I'm so glad salvation is free. It is free for you and me. Now if we could only live with Jesus, how happy we could be. One last time, all together.
Fabri, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful as always to have you in the room. Beautiful as always to sing with all of you. Thank you for a great journey today. Happy Sunday to everyone. I want to thank everybody out there on Facebook Live for joining us. Please join us this whole coming week for our Rebels DC week, and into the many weeks coming up. We have lots of cool partnerships coming, and we can't wait to sing with all of you again. Bye for now.